Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here without modesty. Today, I want to talk to you about this new palette by KVD Vegan. And so if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, please stay tuned. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers, are you ready? Well, today my intentions are to give you my first impression and a review of the new Kat Von D or KVD Vegan palette. And there's been a lot of controversy lately about the KVD brand. And, you know, from what I can see and from reading reviews and from reading different editorials, I see that there are people or a subset or a culture of people who are very unhappy with what has happened with KVD. Apparently, Kat Von D is no longer involved in that brand, and they've brought in a professional CEO to oversee the company. And I don't know if you're familiar with the brand, but the brand actually used to promote a very different culture and a unique culture, and where there was a lot of I guess the alternative lifestyle individuals, and also eclectic, I guess, type of people who enjoyed being different, who enjoyed being unique and not of the mainstream. And a lot of I forgot what they call themselves, but anyway, they're usually the ones that, you know, dress in very dark, promotes tattooing and things like that. I don't want to put everybody in this box, but this is what I read and I've heard through the various formats. And so this is the reason why I'm really interested in seeing, you know, what is wrong with this brand now, and how do I feel about the brand now that obviously there was a change. I mean, I used to buy Kat Von D makeup. Matter of fact, I own many of her palettes, and one of my favorite contour compact is actually by KVD. And so, but I didn't realize there was this huge subculture behind it that are now very unhappy with the brand. And so I want to do a first impression. This is new, like I said, and what I'm reading in the forums is that they're calling it vanilla. Now it's vanilla and it's boring. And those are two big words that I was able to pull out of it. There was a lot of them saying boring. And so I'm like, okay, I looked at the colors and it doesn't look boring to me, but let's see what the deal is. So anyway, this is the palette right here. This is how it comes. I just got it from Ulta today. And this packaging is definitely not KVD, because all of her packaging pretty much have been very dark black. And it's I have not seen one like this before. And her packaging has always been pretty, very nice, very unique, hard plastic. Let me show you, like, for example, like I have the 3 palette ones like this. Like, this is her original brand. And it's very dark, you know, Kat Von D. But her products are so good, I think. I mean, I use a lot of it. I mean, and this is hard plastic. Pants could be interchangeable, removed, or replaced. And she also has a lot of eyeshadow palettes, it kind of with the same tone. She specifically has a shade and light series of eyeshadows, but that now is actually, that was put on sale for like less than $20, and you cannot find it, you know, in the market. So it is what it is. And so let's, without further ado, let's open this. And the colors are back here. I mean, by the looks of it from the packaging, it looks really pretty. And I've seen there's a lot of promotion on this on Instagram and everything else. And so let me see what my first impression is. Okay, I can tell you right off the bat, very light. This is very light, and this is cardboard. This is cardboard. This is not plastic. I can see where this is more earth-friendly, but it doesn't have the substance that KVD brand has in the past. And also, let's see, oh, another thing, there's no mirror. No mirror, and very much a cardboard. It's paper. And what I've seen advertised is that now, in order to recycle, you can just pull this apart. This is plastic. Let me do this so I don't drop it all over myself. So you just stick your finger in this hole, is what they said, and you can. Oh, I hope I don't break it. And you can separate, apparently, the plastic. Let me see. But it's not coming off very easily, I can tell you. The way they did it and on the Instagram, it comes out really easy. You see how this lifts up? I don't know if I want to do that because it's not coming up very easily. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pop it out until I get ready to throw this away. But the idea is this is plastic. You separate the plastic. That goes into plastic waste. And this goes into the paper waste. And so that's that. And very, I can tell you right now, this feels cheap. I mean, I don't know how to say it better. I'm going to be honest and say this feels really cheap. And, you know, I can tell here, this is not made, this is like paper. If this will be a problem for me to sanitize, I can tell you right now, unless I pull it out and I'm able to pull it out without ruining the packaging, spray the plastic and put it back into the paper because you know, you use alcohol to sanitize. This will not stand up because this would dissolve. So yeah, that's a problem. So well, okay, without further ado, let's just again, without further ado, twice. Let's just go ahead and see how this works. I'm gonna go ahead and do a look using this palette real quick. Okay, I got my foundation down. What I did was use Stuck On You primer for my eyelids, and followed by KVD Beauty. Vegan Beauty, and this is the actual powder specifically milled for primer and the eye area. So this is a full size, by the way. Somebody asked me about that when I showed this the other day. So yeah, and then also as usual, I did my brows using Benefit's Precisely My Brow. And then since I forgot the other day, I gone ahead and used this brow gel to kind of tame down my brows. That could be a little bit wild. And so that's that. And so let's just go ahead and jump in. And first what I want to do is I want to lay the foundation down. And I want to do that by using this color here. And this is actually called, let's see if I can see what that's called. That is called Illusion. So we'll go ahead and start with that. Okay, I'm gonna use my Sigma, let's see, what is this, E38 fluffy brush, and I'm gonna dip into that, and let's see, ooh, I have to be careful not to tap too hard on this because it is cardboard, and I don't want to bend it all up. So here we go, just all over. And I have to say, I like the choice of mattes in this palette. There are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes in here, which are neutral, which are these 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I really like that because, I mean, you can see that there are some glitter in there, so pretty shiny stuff. So that's that. Next, I want to go in with my Sigma E40, and I want to go into this transition shade here. And I couldn't decide whether I want to go here or here. I think we'll go with this to begin with. And being that this is so light, I can be a little bit, you know, more free with my hands, and I don't have to be so precise. And that's what I like when I work with the very light transition colors. You know, I may be speaking too soon, but I'm not seeing a lot of kick up on these mattes like I was reading. And what I was reading on a lot of the reviews is that they're muddy. It's hard to work with. But let's see, because I haven't dipped into the darker colors yet. So, okay, next I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this color as well and darken this up. And it's just probably going to end up being more of my transition color than the other because it is pretty light. Yeah, so I think this is working better, but I actually like it that there was like a third color that I can lay down, kind of like a sub transition color. You see what I mean? It's actually nice. I like that. And just windshield wiper motions until you get it nicely blended. Okay, the other side. Okay, next with my Sigma E42, which is a small brush like this, I'm going to go into this dark brown here, okay? And I think I'm going to put that in the outer V. Starting here. And it's a lot better, I think, if you stamp it on, especially if you're not really sure about how much fallout you're going to get. And then you can work from there. Okay, and so far, I'm really liking these colors. And I don't see where it's getting muddy like what I'm reading. I mean, this is actually nice separation. But let's see when I start blending some of this stuff out. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dip into this a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend this out a little bit because it is a little dark here. So just going to blend it out. Same here. And I think this is the reason why I really like that third color, because now it's actually looks really, really nice. I like this actually. Okay, now, decisions. What am I going to do? There's a lot of, I'm definitely not going into this one. There's a lot of glitter in this one and in this one as well. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and go into this one here, which is kind of like a peachy mauve instead of this really pinky pink. So let's go on with this one here. I'm going to try to go in with the brush first and see what happens. And I'm going to use my, let's see, Sigma E25 to do that. Okay, here's the color, but it's really hard getting it on the brush, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how it's going to lay, but I will go ahead and give it a try. And so let's do this in the middle. Wow, it's pigmented. Okay. Okay, I decided to just go ahead and pull this kind of over a little bit because there is really no other color that I can go on this end. So I'll just go ahead and pull this in a little and then lighten up the middle, the front. And I'm going to take whatever is left on the brush and just kind of pull it to the front, to the back, towards the back, from the front towards the back, okay? Okay. So far, okay. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go in. As you notice, there's no, really kick up in a pan. I really dug into this one, so you see a little bit. But, I mean, as far as the mattes go, that's where I expected it, and I don't see it. And so I'm going to go ahead and go in with this peachy color here. And I'm going to just give it a little bit more blend up top. And then what I'll do is, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and take this like a sponge applicator, and I'm going to dip into this one, and I hope I'm not going to regret it because that looks like a lot of glitter. So let's just see what happens there. We're just playing around, so we'll see. My first impression of the palette. So let's see. Let's play with what we can, and it is what it is. Whoops. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's glitter. Oh, I like the way it just actually blends everything. It blends in, and it doesn't really have a color. It's like a vanilla color, but what it does is it's kind of lightens up this peachy metallic. Actually, it's not that bad. And what I'm going to do is let me get something to really clean this up because I have a fallout. And I'm going to show you how to clean this up real quick, okay? Okay, when you clean this up, instead of using wipes, if you have a round like this, it actually works better, and I'll tell you why. And I also have this fresh, it's a water spray is what it is, and I don't use makeup remover because I don't want to end up removing anything. So if you just fold it into like a, like a semicircle, and you take this and you angle it like this, and you kind of work it up, what that does is it kind of makes the makeup go upward, and it creates like a very nice shape to the eyes, you see? So this is what I always do, and you end up with a little bit of makeup here. And then with the rest of it, you know, I just kind of take this, and if I have anything on the bottom, I'll do this. But I try to create that shape with this, you know, by going like this. And what I do is I line it up with the end of my eyelashes. Eyelashes? No, eyebrows. Yeah, that. And then and that's that. Okay, and next step. Okay, and what I want to do next is go ahead and just finish up the eyes by putting on eyeliner and then put on my lashes. And then I'll be right back, okay? Okay, here's the final look. What do you think? Let me let you know, first of all, what I finished with, okay? First of all, I did go ahead and put on my MAC foundation, my stick foundation, which I really love. And this is an NC30. And on top of that, what I did was I laid down this Orgasm by Nars. It's a liquid highlighter. I think you saw it on one of my reviews. I received this in one of my boxes. And then on top of that, what I did was I laid a powder on top of that. And normally people don't do that, right? They usually put, you know, either they're going to keep liquid separate from powder, powder separate from liquid. But I gone ahead and just put that on there first. I tapped it on. As you notice, you see how nice and illuminating that is. I like it actually a lot better than my powder highlighter, to be honest. And this is the blush that I used. And this is by Tilbury, Charlotte Tilbury, and this is one of her Pillow Talk blushes. And then to finish off the lips, Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. This is her what they call a lip cheat, is it, I think what she calls it, which is a lip pencil. And with a Pillow Talk Dazzle. This is the Dazzle version of the Pillow Talk, which means it's a little bit sparkly, and so that's what I put on my lips. And I think that's it. And oh, as far as my eyeliner is the magnetic eyeliner, and I did use the magnetic brows. What do I want to say brows all the time? Magnetic eyelashes by Aphrodite. So that's what you're seeing here. And actually, I think I've already talked to you about the what was that? The other magnetic by Glamnetic. That is like $29.99 per set of eyelashes, which is you get 2 eyelashes for $29.99. Versus this one here, you get 10 of them and 2 liners. And the other one doesn't even come with a liner. That's just a lash. This one has this much in there. And it's a 10 pairs with 2 magnetic eyeliners. And this was like, I think I paid $16.50 for it on Amazon. But normally it's like $24, but there was a coupon with it. One of the influencers actually had a code for a discount. But still, it's much cheaper. I mean, a whole set of this is cheaper than a 1 set of Glamnetic eyelashes. So, yeah. And also, remember... please heed my warning in case you didn't see the other video. I'll go ahead and link it below. But remember, magnetic eyeliners and magnetic eyelashes should never go into the MRI machine. It will cause a burn. And a lot of people think magnetic things or metal things just gets pulled off or pulled into the machine. That is true too. But things that actually stay on the body, it causes a burn. It's like a metal heats up. And if you have magnetic... liner, it will burn because there's ferrous metals in that to make the magnet stick. So just I want to remind you guys about that too, okay? And so now that I did my 2 minutes with the commercials, what do I think about this palette? Well, let's see. I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. And I was so surprised of all these negative reviews on this. And I mean, I barely got any kick up. I definitely did not get any kick up on any of the matte shades, which I expected. I actually went into this expecting the worst, especially after what I read. They said it's boring and it's not the old Kat Von D makeup. No, it's not. It's just, you know, it's new. And so, you know, I'm sad that people are sad that they're not happy with the brand anymore. But actually, I'll be honest with you, it's not bad. Only negative about this is the packaging. I don't like the packaging. I'm going to be honest. I get it. I'm very earth conscious. I recycle everything that I can recycle. And I try to, you know, conserve water where I can. But this actually $45 is the cost of this. And if you're going to package it like this, decrease what you're going to charge for the cosmetic. Because I know MAC with that nice leathery kind of container, that it had the 10 shadows in there for the holidays. I did a video on that. That was like $34.99, and that packaging was even very nicer than this. And actually the color story is very similar. And it's, yeah, I think because of the packaging, I think they should lower this maybe to $35. I don't think I would complain as much if you know, this was $35, but the packaging is very cheap, you know, and it's one that if you step on this, it's gonna break. And so that's that. Like I said, the color story is beautiful. The product, it goes on, it's not muddy. I mean, you can see that, and I didn't have problems blending it. And so I think this is definitely a user-friendly palette, even for people that are new to makeup. And so, yeah, but this is my opinion, you know, so there may be people that hate this. I don't know, but yeah, for me, it's okay. It's okay. Is it something that I would rebuy again? Probably. I would really like to save money on it. So that's that. So hope I added some value to you guys. And if I did add any value, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And also, I always say, what do I say? I hear you guys, my beautiful wallflowers. Don't sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.